Hey guys, what is up? My name is Tom Spark and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be answering the question, can you really trust me? Can you trust Tom Spark Reviews? So guys, I think the number one reason you should trust my VPN reviews or the content on the channel is that I don't accept sponsorship deals to influence my ratings. Now, what is a sponsorship exactly? Well, a sponsorship deal is when a company reaches out to somebody and offers to pay them a set amount of money to promote their product.
VPNs, baby. In case you don't know, a VPN lets you browse the internet as if you were anywhere, almost anywhere in the world. Joke's on you, European legislation. I don't understand. So NordVPN, it's a great service. You can use it on even on your phone.
So guys, let's talk about some of the reasons why I think you should trust me. Probably the number one reason I think is that I don't accept sponsorship deals here on the channel for anything, which is very, very unusual for YouTubers in this day and age, mostly because ad revenue has kind of gone down. But I've been able to figure out, and it's probably because I base my entire channel around reviews of products that have affiliate programs, I'm not really needing to take sponsorship deals to influence my ratings. Now, this is pretty rare in the VPN industry. Most of the top websites out there that make VPN reviews have stuff called CPA deals and stuff like that, which means that they will pretty much make their ranking systems based on which VPN will pay them the most. This is pretty much sponsorship ratings, I guess, if you wanted to coin the term. And we've seen evidence of this with a lot of the biggest websites out there. And make no mistake, websites like CNET and all these other kind of tech review websites are pretty much doing that. They're pretty much just arranging deals behind the scene. A lot of times it's not really disclosed, how these deals are arranged or what percentage or vice versa. But it's definitely, part of the industry. But here on the channel, I don't really do that. I don't really take any VPN emailing me, offering to pay me a set amount to be rated number one. Do I get these emails all the time? Yes, I used to get them a lot actually, until I think these VPN companies figured out they're wasting their time emailing me. I would get VPNs, saying, hey, how much would it cost to be number one on your VPN tier list? How much would it cost to be number one on best10vpn.com? I would get these emails pretty frequently. And ironically, there were always VPNs that weren't rated very highly in my tier list. So yeah. Probably my number two reason why I think you should trust me is that not only do I not take sponsorship deals to influence my ratings, but I also don't choose and rate VPNs by the commission rate of the affiliate program. Now, my main method of monetization here on the channel is by using affiliate programs, and it lets me be unbiased because pretty much every single VPN out there has an affiliate program. However, there is a difference between some VPN programs and other ones. Now, if you're going to VPN review sites and you're wondering why a select few VPNs are always rated so highly, naming stuff like NordVPN, Surfshark, IPVanish, CyberGhost, PureVPN, ExpressVPN, ProtonVPN, a lot of these VPNs have high commission rates, which basically means that anyone who recommends them is going to make a lot of money. Whereas other VPN providers like TorGuard, AirVPN, a lot of other VPNs, but not that many, actually have lower commission rates. So when I'm reviewing VPNs on my channel, I don't really take that into consideration when reviewing the product. This is why you could see VPNs like TorGuard topping my tier list. It only has a 30% commission rate, which is actually quite low compared to most other VPNs. Stuff like AirVPN, like I already mentioned, has a 20% commission rate. WeVPN also has a pretty low commission rate, around 30%. So a lot of these VPNs that I rate highly have low commission rates, which is pretty unusual in the industry. A lot of people come to my channel and ask me, why are you the only one rating TorGuard high? Why are you the only one rating some of these VPNs high and no one else is? Well, there's your answer there. They're rating VPNs to make the most money. I'm rating VPNs because I want to rate things the score they deserve. Here on the channel, my main goal isn't necessarily to make the most money. My main goal is to advocate for privacy, consumer rights, recommend people the right products. That's why I designed this shirt, where if you want to buy it on Threadless at my merch store down in the description down below, it says internet privacy for all, free speech for all, high-speed internet for all, and monopolies, Tom Spark Reviews. That's kind of my mission statement here on the channel. Some of the things that I'm fighting for, and it's kind of, some of the backbone of the channel as well. So that's kind of, how I go forward making content is I keep these things in mind. That's on my shirt right now. There you go. Kind of corny, but it's the truth. Number 3 is that I use objective criteria to rate my VPNs, and I do show live tests that can be faked. A lot of YouTube channels, a lot of VPN reviews out there will make small little cute data charts of speed tests and stuff like that. And these can be useful from a standpoint in that you could look at it and see data very quickly. However, a large amount of time, I think most of the time, I think these speed tests are actually faked. These websites can easily make fake tables with fake data and promote the VPNs they want that have high commission rates. In fact, I've found a couple websites kind of doing some stuff like this behind the scenes. I found some big corporate magazines rate some VPNs fast in one period, and then a year later, it's like a completely different table with different results. Maybe the company decided to push different VPNs. There's a lot of inconsistencies in speed tests that I can find on other reviewers and their tests. But here on the channel, I always make sure to show a live test during my VPN reviews. A lot of times if you're in my Discord, I'll be showing some speed tests of the VPN I'm using or what kind of test I'm getting, and it's not really something I want to fake or anything like that. It's pretty hard to fake these live speed tests in these videos when the page is having all these animations and stuff like that, which is one reason I do it. But not only that, I also do other objective analysis things. Like lately I've been implementing the application analysis into my reviews, where I take an objective look at what the VPN includes in the application. Things like this are stuff that not really any other VPN reviewer is doing, where they're looking at just a chart of features and what the VPN does and does not do. So yeah, I think the objective criteria in my VPN reviews, testing things for Netflix, looking at the reputation of the company, looking at the history of leaks and stuff like that. A lot of other VPN reviews just kind of ignore this kind of methodology that I've put into my content. The fourth thing is that I don't support misleading marketing tactics, and I don't use misleading marketing tactics on the channel. A lot of VPN reviews, what you'll see doing is they'll be like, hey, if you act quickly, this VPN I'm recommending you right now has a really good deal that you can't miss out on. They'll say, hey, here's a unique code or something like that, where you could buy this VPN and get a special deal.
It's super simple to use, and right now we have a great deal that you don't get just 50% off, you don't get 100% off, you get 75% off if you enter the code PewDiePie. NordVPN.com/PewDiePie. It's only $2.99 a month. That's a great price. I mean, honestly, that is pretty cheap.
I don't do anything like that on my channel. If I do recommend promo codes, I make sure to include the fact that they aren't really going away anytime soon. They're pretty much permanent. They'll be around all year. You can use them or not. Find some other code if you want. It's not like a special code per se. There's no lifetime or ending deal that you have to purchase the VPN quickly, and this is pretty rare. Most VPN reviews, you'll see someone's really trying to get you to buy a long-term commitment as well. I don't really like long-term commitments here on the channel. I think you should probably test out a VPN for 1 month. If you really like it, go into a longer-term commitment to get a better price. If you really want to buy a long-term commitment, maybe go for a tier 1 VPN, since those ones are pretty safe. I also don't like things like audits really too much. A lot of VPNs use audits as a kind of way to market themselves as trustworthy, when in fact a lot of the times the audits don't really do that much. None of my top rated VPNs actually have done audits, whereas some of the VPNs that I don't trust at all, ironically, are doing audits. I think VPN companies that do audits are usually trying to bolster their PR in some way because they've gotten bad PR in the past. I don't think a VPN company necessarily needs to do an audit. I don't think an audit is necessarily a bad thing, but I've found that usually the companies that are doing audits are the companies desperate for some good PR, which means that they've kind of done something shady in the past, or they're just kind of trying to put another marketing word on their website. At the end of the day, VPN audits are, usually pre-planned, which means the company can, make their service to look good for the auditor. Usually audits are, they can pick the company doing the audit, and usually they're paying the company to do the audit as well. So there's so much conflict of interest in VPN audits. And I've even made a video specifically about VPN audits if you want to check that one. I also don't like things like fake timers. And you see me criticize NordVPN for having fake timers on their website for kind of fake sales that aren't really real sales. So let's move on to the next point. The fifth thing is that probably one of the number one reasons you can trust me is that I'm very critical of VPNs that no one else is. I think this does give me a lot of credibility, and it kind of takes a lot of guts on my part to criticize some of these big companies that have a lot of money and are in a lot of ways kind of like monopolies. If you look on my channel, you'll see me rate VPNs harshly that no one else does. I encourage you to look around on the internet and try to find, maybe one VPN review site or even a YouTube channel that does VPN reviews that doesn't rate NordVPN number one. I don't think you'll be able to. And my channel is completely different in terms of how I rate VPNs. You'll see stuff like TorGuard, AirVPN, WeVPN, some other random VPNs topping the lists, and you won't see those VPNs mentioned anywhere else on other review sites. Really, that's because they're too busy shilling out for some of these VPNs that everyone else loves as well. If you want to make a cookie cutter VPN review site, pretty much what you'll do is rate NordVPN, Surfshark, ExpressVPN. Like I said, some of these other ones, CyberGhost, PureVPN, some of these ones. That's how you make a cookie cutter website. That's not what we're doing here on the channel. I'm critical of VPNs that deserve it. And in my reviews, like I said, I will include information that other people won't because they don't want to lose sales on these high commission VPNs. Anyways, guys, those are some of the reasons I think you should trust my content here on the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments down below if you trust me, what you trust about me, what kind of content you'd like to see in the future, and I'll see you again on the next one very soon.